Okay, Teco is a third-generation bonobo, and he's a third-generation bonobo in my world because I have created this pan-homoculture, and I didn't think by the third generation we would get this thing where his feet act like human feet. He's had this neurological change, and I don't know if it's just something, an anomaly, or if it's something that happens really quickly if you don't have on the constraint that the baby has to cling or it dies. But there was about this 2-week period of time where you just didn't know if Teco was going to make it or not, if he didn't have more help. And during that time, it seemed to me that he began to develop more autistic-like traits from this kind of constant shifting that was being done, and I was feeling uncomfortable with this constant shifting, although bonobos let other bonobos take care of their babies, and the other bonobos were wanting to take care of Teco. But when the nursing was interfered with, it seemed like he moved toward an autistic tendency because he didn't have security in his world that he needed. His world was not secure. So when I took him, I immediately made sure his world was secure. He kind of had a wild look in his eye, not like any of the other bonobos we had seen. And that went away after about 4 to 5 months. And he didn't know how to really cling the way other bonobos did. And so that sometimes not knowing that, he would start to do this thing like human babies do, and it seemed like his movements were not fluid and normal. So I would, when he would behave in that way, I would always sit with him really close, and I would take him to the wire, and he would pull himself up, and then he would stand bipedally. And when he got in that bipedal position and he would stand, those movements would just vanish, and his eyes would change. So we spent lots of time in that position, and I showed him things and kept him entertained when he was in that position. And he slowly he began to change. He seemed to be developing human-like capacities more rapidly than Yoda had. And my bond with him was very, very strong. So I can't talk about it right now.